腿小萌阅
Mitch and Hannah were at the seaside. Can we go on the helter-skelter? They said. Just one go, said Dad, and don't be long. Mitch and Hannah ran to the helter-skelter. They climbed up the stairs inside. On the way up, Mitch found an old coin. He put it in his pocket. Mitch and Hannah closed their eyes. They whizzed round and round and round and round. They landed with a bump. They opened their eyes. Hannah held tight to Mitch.
Everything is different,
she whispered. It was a hot, sunny day, but everyone was wearing funny clothes.
Why is everyone wearing long skirts and tall hats?
Said Hannah. And why is everyone carrying umbrellas? Giggled Mitch. Do they think it's going to rain? Mitch and Hannah walked along the pier. There was a Punch and Judy show. A woman came up to them.
Here, lads,
she said.
Pass these caps around.
They collected lots of money.
Well done,
said the woman. She gave them a penny. Mitch stared at the penny. It's just like, he began. Just then, two children ran past them.
Stop! Stop them!
Screamed the woman.
They've stolen all my money!
There they are! Shouted a man. He pointed at Hannah and Mitch.
Run for it,
said Hannah.
They think we've stole the money.
They ran along the pier as fast as they could. Mitch reached into his pocket and grabbed the old coin. The helter-skelter, he said. It's our only chance. They scrambled up the stairs. The man scrambled up after them.
Quick,
said Hannah. They reached the top of the helter-skelter. They closed their eyes and they whizzed round and round and round and round. They landed with a bump.
That was quick,
said Mum and Dad.
It felt like 100 years,
said Hannah. We're glad to be back, said Mitch.
What did Mitch and Hannah find on the way up? A coin. A pocket.
腿小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本期内容由海豚传媒出品。
Elno had grey feathers, with 6 dark spots. His beak was black, and his legs were pink. Elno is just too grey, the birds said. Elno was shy. All day long he hid in a hole in a tree. Elno is just too shy, the birds said. When all the birds were asleep, Elno came out of his hole. He cleared up the mess and then went back into his hole. The birds didn't see Elno, and soon they forgot about him. One day, Elno flapped his wings and flew away. "No one wants me here. I'll go and find a new home," he thought. Elno flew across the world, looking for a new home. The desert was too hot. The mountains were too high. The city was too loud. The sea was too wet. But Elno liked the jungle. The jungle birds were bright with colors: rose red, sunshine yellow, sky blue, jungle green. And when the jungle birds saw Elno, their eyes popped out of their heads. "You are just fabulous," said the jungle birds. "The spots on your feathers are as dark as chocolate. Your beak is as black as night, and your legs are as pink as the setting sun." The jungle birds thought Elno was the most beautiful bird in the world. They made him sit on a rock so that they could look at him all day. But Elno was a shy bird. He didn't like being looked at. One day, Elno flapped his wings and flew away. He went back to his hole in the tree. The birds were pleased to see him. "Hey, Elno," they said. "It's good to see you. This place hasn't been the same without you." Elno smiled and began clearing up the mess. "Home, sweet home," thought Elno.
What did Elno look like? Elno had gray feathers with 5 dark spots.
屯小萌阅读陪伴。
Once there was a giant called Otto. Every day, Otto packed his lunchbox. Then he went to work. The other people packed their lunchboxes too. Then they went to work. Otto was big and strong. He worked hard, and the people liked him. But there was one thing they did not like. Every day at lunch, Otto went off alone. He ate his lunch by himself. The people asked, "Why does Otto go off alone at lunch? Why won't he eat with us? What is in Otto's lunchbox?" The people said, "The next time Otto goes off, let's go too." The next day, Otto went off alone at lunch. The people went too. Otto opened his lunchbox. He began to eat his food. No one could see what Otto was eating, but they could hear him. "Now, I will eat your hat," Otto said. The people saw Otto take a big bite. Crunch! Everyone could hear Otto crunching. Now I will eat your shoes, Otto said. He took an even bigger bite. Crunch! Otto eats people, a man called out. We must stop him. Now I will eat you, Otto said. He was about to take a very big bite. Stop, the people called. You must not eat people. Otto turned red. The people looked at Otto's food. Otto was eating a gingerbread man. It's bigger than my gingerbread man, a man said. Do you eat gingerbread men? Otto asked. Oh, yes, everyone said. Otto, why do you eat lunch all alone? Asked a man. Why won't you eat with us? I am a big, strong giant, Otto said. But I eat gingerbread men. Everyone can eat gingerbread men, the people said. Even big, strong giants can eat them. After that, Otto ate lunch with the other people. Well, most of the time.
What did Otto?
腿小萌阅读陪伴。
What is pasta? Pasta is a food. It was first made in Italy. Now pasta is made all over the world. Pasta is made from flour and water. First, the flour is mixed with the water. This makes the pasta dough. Other foods can be mixed with the dough. Eggs make the pasta turn yellow. Spinach makes the pasta turn green. Tomatoes make the pasta turn red. Most pasta is hard before it's cooked. Some pasta is soft before it's cooked. This pasta is called fresh pasta. All pasta is soft after it's cooked. Pasta shapes. Pasta comes in lots of different shapes. Some pasta can be long and flat. Some pasta can be short and round. Some pasta even looks like animals. Each pasta shape has a name. Names for pasta shapes come from Italy. Long strings of pasta are called spaghetti. The name spaghetti means string. Pasta dishes. People eat lots of different pasta dishes. Some people like spaghetti with tomatoes. Spaghetti is messy to eat. Which pasta dish do you like?
What Chinese food do you think pasta?
腿小萌阅读陪伴。
Things change. Every day we use things like cars, computers, and telephones. These things were first made a long time ago. What did they look like long ago? How have they changed? Cars then. Old cars did not go very fast. They had seats for just 2 people. The seats were very hard. Cars now. New cars go very fast. They have seats for many people. Now the seats are soft. Telephones then. Old telephones were very big. They were always black. The numbers were on a dial. Telephones now. New telephones are very little. They now come in many colors. The numbers are on buttons now. Watches then. Old watches had a big face. They had hands to tell the time. People put the watches in their pockets. Watches now. Many new watches have a small face. Some just have numbers to tell the time. Now people wear watches on their arm. Televisions then. Old televisions had little screens. They showed black and white pictures. The first televisions had dials to make them work. Televisions now. Many new televisions have big screens. Now they show pictures in color. They have buttons to make them work. Computers then. Old computers were very big. They did not have a screen. Old computers did not work very fast. Computers now. New computers are small. They have a color screen. New computers work very fast. Then, how have these things changed over time? Now.
What things are not mentioned in this book? Cars, computers, airplanes.
腿小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本期内容由海豚传媒出品。
Time for lunch. One day, Pip was walking home from the library. A fox was following her, but she wasn't scared. Pip wasn't big or strong, but she was a clever little chick. Suddenly, the fox jumped out. "How are you, little chick?" he said.
I'm fine, thank you,
said Pip. "No, you're not," snarled the fox. "I'm going to eat you for my lunch." The fox licked his lips and opened his mouth wide.
Wait,
Shouted Pip.
you can't eat a chick for lunch without bread.
"Can't I?" said the fox.
No, it says so in my book.
Said Pip. The fox thought about this. He did like sandwiches. "I'll get some bread," he said. "Wait here." He started to run to the farmer's house. Then he stopped. "You can't trick me," he said. "I'm taking you with me." The fox went to the farmer's house and took some bread. "Time for lunch," said the fox.
Wait,
Shouted Pip.
you can't eat a chick sandwich without salt.
"Can't I?" said the fox.
No, it says so in my book.
Said Pip. The fox thought about this. He did like salt on his sandwiches. "I'll get some salt," he said. The fox took some salt from the farmer's house. He put it on his sandwich. "Time for lunch," said the fox.
Wait,
Shouted Pip.
you can't eat a chick sandwich without pepper.
"Why not?" asked the fox.
It says so in my book.
Said Pip. The fox thought about this. He was very hungry. But he did want his lunch to be the best. "I'll get some pepper," he said. The fox took some pepper from the farmer's house.
You need lots and lots of pepper.
Said Pip.
It says so in my book.
The fox puts lots and lots of pepper on his sandwich. He licked his lips, opened his mouth wide, and he sneezed, the biggest sneeze ever. The sneeze was so big that it blew Pip up into a tree. The sneeze was so loud that the farmer heard it. He was very angry when he saw the fox on his farm. The sneeze was so loud that the farmer heard it. He was very angry when he saw the fox on his farm. Pip climbed down from the tree and went home.
Did you get a good book?
Asked her mum.
Yes, very good,
Said Pip. 101 Ways to Trick a Fox.
According to what Pip said, what did the fox need? A book about how to eat a chick. Some bread and seasoning.
Long ago, Bear was not like he is today. Back then, he had a long tail. Back then, he was always hungry. Then a long, hard winter came, and Bear changed forever. That winter, it got cold. Then it got colder. The river froze, and Bear could not fish. All the animals were hungry. Well, almost all the animals. Fox was never hungry. He always had fish. He had big fish and little fish. He had long fish and short fish. One day, Fox went out to fish. Bear was so hungry that he stole one of Fox's big fish. The big fish was good. It was so good that Bear went back the next day. This time, he stole a little fish. Bear was about to eat the little fish when Fox came back. Bear said, "Oh, Fox, I am so sorry. Teach me to catch fish in the frozen river. Then I will never steal your fish again." Fox asked, "Teach you?" "Oh, yes, Bear. I will teach you." Bear and Fox went to the frozen river. Fox made a hole in the ice. He said, "Put your tail in the hole. Then you will feel the fish pulling at your tail." So Bear put his long tail in the hole. Fox asked, "Can you feel the fish pulling?" Bear said, "Yes, I can. They are pulling hard. I am catching some fish. Can I pull up my tail now?" Fox said, "Oh no. It is not time. Keep fishing. I will come back soon." But Fox did not come back soon. He did not come back for a long time. Bear could feel the fish pulling at his tail. He said, "I feel so cold. It must be time to pull up my tail now." Bear pulled. His tail would not come out of the river. So Bear pulled harder. He pulled so hard that his tail came off. It was frozen in the ice. Fox came back. He laughed. "Ha, ha, ha! I said I would teach you, and I did. Fish were not pulling on your tail. The river was freezing it. Never steal my fish again." Bear was very sorry. That winter, Bear changed forever. Today, all bears have short tails, and they never feel hungry in winter.
Did Bear have a short tail long ago? Yes, he did. No, he didn't. He had a long tail long ago. It was not mentioned in the story.
屯小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本集内容由海豚传媒出品。
Why islands don't swim. Once there was a small island called Henry, and a whale called Doris. One day, Henry was lying in the sun when Doris swam past. "Good morning, Henry," said Doris. "Would you like to come swimming with me?"
"Don't be silly,"
said Henry.
"Islands don't swim."
"Why not?" asked Doris. And she flipped her whale tail, splashing water all over Henry.
"You rotter!"
gasped Henry.
"Don't do that again."
"Here I come," shouted Doris, and she flipped her whale tail. Henry dodged out of the way. He was good at it for an island. Every time Doris flipped her tail, Henry dodged. It was flip-dodge. 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 They went that way and this way and that. They went faster and faster and further and further. It was flip, dodge, flip, dodge, flip, dodge. Huge waves rolled everywhere. The waves splashed on the shore and flooded the town. Boats were tossed here and there. Sharks swam down the streets. Turtles were tossed into trees. There were crabs in places that crabs shouldn't be. Lots of big islands got very wet and very cross.
Stop
it! They shouted. Henry stopped. Huge waves rolled everywhere. The waves splashed on the shore and flooded the town. Boats were tossed here and there. Sharks swam down the streets. Turtles were tossed into trees. There were crabs in places that crabs shouldn't be. Lots of big islands got very wet and very cross.
Stop it!
They shouted. Henry stopped. So did Doris. They looked at the wild water and the big waves. They looked at the bashed boats and the shocked sharks and the turtles in the trees. Henry, gasped Doris. Did we do all that?
Yes, we did,
said Henry. It was good fun, said Doris. Let's do it again.
No,
said Henry.
Islands don't swim.
And now you know why.
Do you think this is a true story, or a fantasy story? I think this is a true story. I think this is a fantasy story. Neither.
腿小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本期内容由海豚传媒出。
Kinds of pets. Lots of people keep cats and dogs as pets. But some people choose more unusual pets. They choose animals like snakes and lizards. Cats and dogs make good family pets. They like to be around people. Snakes and lizards can be good pets too. Some of them can live for a long time. In this book, you will learn about cats, dogs, snakes, and lizards. Read on to find out which is the right pet for you. Finding a pet. You can get a cat or a dog from a pet shop or an animal shelter. Sometimes you can get a cat or dog from a family. The family wants a good home for their cat or dog.
Remember, a dog from an animal shelter needs a good home.
You can get a snake or lizard from a special pet shop. Snakes and lizards need special care. You need to talk to a vet before you get one. The vet can tell you how to care for a snake or lizard.
Remember, a vet can tell you how to care for a snake or lizard.
Taking care of a pet. Your cat or dog may want to sleep next to you, but your pet needs its own place to sleep. Your cat or dog needs a bed to lie on. It needs a warm place to sleep too.
Remember, a dog needs its own bed.
Snakes and lizards can't keep themselves warm. Your snake or lizard has to live in a warm tank. The tank needs to be big too. Why? Your snake or lizard may be small when you get it, but it can soon grow to be very big.
Remember, snakes and lizards need lots of room to grow.
Feeding a pet. You can get cat and dog food from a pet shop. Cats and dogs need to eat 1 or 2 times a day. They need dry food to eat too. Dry food is good for their teeth. Cats and dogs also need clean water to drink every day.
Remember, dry food keeps cats' teeth clean.
Some lizards eat bugs or other small animals every day. Some snakes eat small animals once a week. You can get bugs and other small animals from a special pet shop. Snakes and lizards also need clean water to drink every day.
Remember, feed your lizard every day.
Keeping a pet healthy. You need to keep your cat or dog healthy. Cats and dogs need to walk, run and play. A dog needs a walk every day. You need to keep your cat or dog clean too. Cats and dogs need to have their hair brushed. Cats wash themselves, but dogs don't. You need to wash your dog.
Remember, a dog needs a bath when it's dirty.
You need to keep your snake or lizard healthy. You need to keep its tank clean. You can get sand and plants for the tank from a special pet shop. Some lizards like a rock to lie on, and they like a place to hide too.
Remember, lizards like plants. They can climb on.
What kinds of pets are mentioned in this book? Dogs, cats, hamsters and rabbits. Dogs, cats, rats and lizards. Dogs, cats, snakes and lizards.
腿小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本期内容由海豚传媒出品。
Bananas for breakfast. Kofi wanted bananas for breakfast, but there were no bananas on his banana tree. "It's not fair," he said. "My banana tree has no bananas." Then Kofi looked across the stream. Effie's banana tree had lots of bananas on it. "It's not fair," he said. "Effie has lots of bananas for breakfast, and I have none." Just then, Effie saw Kofi. Effie smiled.
Good morning, Kofi.
She called across the stream. Kofi didn't answer. He didn't feel like smiling. "It's not fair," he said again. "Why has Effie got all the bananas?" Kofi went into the shade of his banana tree and thought and thought and thought. He wanted Effie's bananas. Suddenly, he had an idea. If I push Effie's tree over, her bananas will fall into my garden, and then I will have lots of bananas for breakfast. That night, Kofi swam across the stream and went into Effie's garden. Kofi gave Effie's banana tree a little push. The tree creaked.
Creak.
Then he gave the banana tree a big push.
Creak.
Then the banana tree fell across the stream.
Crash.
"Yippee!" said Kofi. "Now I'll have all the bananas I can eat for breakfast." And he swam back home. The next morning, Effie saw that her banana tree had fallen down.
Oh dear,
She said.
whatever could have happened?
Then she saw Kofi's footprints on the ground.
Kofi did this.
She said,
He took my bananas. I will teach him a lesson.
Effie tiptoed along the tree trunk and hid among the leaves of the banana tree. Kofi came out of his house. "Breakfast time," he said as he picked a banana.
Thief!
Called out Effie in a loud, squeaky voice. Kofi jumped with fright. "Who said that?" he asked.
I did.
Cried Effie from among the leaves.
Thief!
Kofi was frightened. "Who are you?" he asked. Effie shook the leaves.
I am the banana tree.
She said.
Why did you push me over?
Kofi shook with fright. "I wanted bananas for breakfast," he said.
Then eat bananas.
Said Effie. Kofi ate a banana.
Eat more bananas.
Said Effie. So Kofi ate banana after banana after banana. He ate all the bananas on the tree. Kofi felt sick.
Now, have you had enough?
Asked Effie. Yes, groaned Kofi. I'm sorry I took Effie's bananas. I'll never eat bananas for breakfast again.
What did Kofi want for breakfast? Bananas. Leaves. Carrots.
腿小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本集内容由海豚。
One little lemming had a lovely dream, all about a sailor man serving free ice cream. He called his little sister and got her out of bed. Free ice cream, free ice cream. Follow me, he said. Two little lemmings were sitting on a bus. Free ice cream, they called. Come and follow us. It's very, very tasty. Come with us and see. Get your lovely ice cream. Lovely food for free. Three little lemmings went running down the street. Free ice cream, they called. As much as you can eat. It's very, very tasty. Come with us and see. Get your lovely ice cream. Lovely food for free. Four little lemmings were sitting on a train. They were going to the bay, in the wind and rain. Free ice cream, they called. Come with us and see. Get your lovely ice cream. Lovely food for free. Five little lemmings all got to their feet. Free ice cream, they called. As much as you can eat. We know where to get it. Come with us and see. Grab your lovely ice cream. Lovely food for free. Six little lemmings went riding in a van, calling, Get your ice cream from the sailor man. It's very, very tasty, and it's free today. Get your lovely ice cream. Come to Sailor's Bay. Seven little lemmings went riding in a cab, calling, Get your ice cream, as much as you can grab. It's very, very tasty. Come with us and see. Get your lovely ice cream. Lovely food for free. Eight little lemmings went running up a hill. Free ice cream, they called. Isn't that a thrill? We know where to get it. Come with us and see. Grab your lovely ice cream. Lovely food for free. Nine little lemmings went running up a cliff. Nine little lemmings going sniff, sniff, sniff. We can smell the ice cream from the sailor man. Smell the lovely ice cream. Let's eat it while we can. 10 little lemmings went running off the top. They fell into the sea with a plop, plop, plop. And what about the sailor man and all the free ice cream? They forgot all about them. It was just a lovely dream.
What did one little lemming dreaming about? A sailor man serving free ice cream. A pirate serving free ice cream.
腿小萌阅读陪伴，快乐成长。本期内容
What are swans? Swans are birds that live on water. Female swans are called pens, and male swans are called cobs. All swans have long necks. Some swans have white feathers and an orange bill. They are called mute swans. Eggs in the nest. The pen and cob live together. They make a nest with sticks and plants. The pen lays her eggs in the nest. She keeps the eggs warm. When the pen leaves the nest, the cob looks after the eggs. Cygnets. After a month, baby swans hatch out of the eggs. The baby swans are called cygnets. The cygnets are small and grey. They have short necks. The cygnets can ride on the back of the pen or cob. Changing. The cygnets are still small, with grey bills, but their necks grow longer. The cygnets start to eat plants. At first, the pen gets the plants for the cygnets. Later, they get their own plants. Starting to fly. The cygnets grow bigger and stronger. They grow brown feathers, but they still live with the pen and cob. Soon, the cygnets stretch their wings. They run across the water and start to fly. Growing up. The cygnets still have grey bills, but most of their feathers start to change from brown to white. The cygnets leave the pen and cob, but they do not live alone. Cygnets always live in groups. All change. After 2 years, the cygnets have white feathers and orange bills. They have long necks too. The cygnets are now called swans. Soon they will find another swan to live with. They will make their own nest. They will have their own cygnets.
Which of the following statements about swans is true? Baby swans are called cobs. The pen lays her eggs in the river. The baby swans cannot swim at birth.